At New Avalon, we don't just certify in powerful ways to coach people. We teach building professional containers that create psychological safety for your clients. If you've been coaching for a while, you already understand responsibility and the power and balance that is inherent in the coach client relationship. That's not the issue. The issue is inconsistency over time or being consistent in old ways, especially once experience turns into complacency. Because there are areas of responsibility that most coaches are actually never taught. The first one is all about protecting your client. And I don't just mean emotionally. Most of you already do that really well. What I'm talking about is structurally. Because coaching no longer happens in a controlled environment all the time. It's not just in person sessions anymore in a quiet, confidential space, especially if you're scaling. It happens across platforms, systems, technologies. Some of the ways that you may not even fully understand. You may not fully understand all of those structures, all of those technologies, and therefore neither does your client. And that changes your responsibility. So the question is no longer, am I a good coach? Although that, yes, but still important. It's, am I operating responsibly inside the systems that I'm using? Does my client actually understand what they're agreeing to? And, so we're not assuming, it's not implied, it's explicitly understood. This is where informed consent matters. It's not just a checkbox. It's about real understanding. And that includes how you store client information, how you record sessions, how AI tools are being used, what communication is happening, and what happens to all of that data and personal information. Because here's the truth, most coaches don't necessarily think about this, not because they don't care, but because no one taught them. And so they may believe that it's not a big deal, when it comes to recording sessions or doing these things, that it's not anything to be concerned about. So gaps start to form and risk increases and trust gets compromised without even realizing it. At an advanced level, coaching isn't just about skill. It's about building a structure that protects the integrity of your work, a structure that demonstrates consistency, transparency, and accountability. Because your client isn't just trusting you in a session, they're trusting the entire container that you've created. That container either holds or it leaks. So at New Avalon, we work with people who understand that psychological safety is created through structure, not just intention. We don't just certify powerful coaches, we teach skills to build professional coaching. So the real question is your structure strong enough to protect your client now and in the future?